micro habit 3 for students, and this one is called as teach it to Chotu. So when we are saying teach it to Chotu, Chotu means basically younger, 10-year-old, 12-year-old, your brother or sister. Maybe real one, maybe imaginary, whatever it is, right? Just imagine whatever you are learning, how will you explain it to a 10-year-old or a 12-year-old? Practice that. If you really have someone, then just explain to them. If you don't have someone, then try to explain in an imaginary way. My wife Priyanka told me a story once that she was struggling to understand one particular concept from chemistry. And you know what her father said? He said, just explain it to your younger brother who is in 5th standard, right? And I think when she tried to explain to brother at who was in 5th standard, she really struggled. Then she realized that I only memorized the concept, I probably not fully understood it. And because she is unable to teach it to younger brother, right? So what then she did is she tried to draw the concepts, create kind of a graph, on the whiteboard, and create some notes out of it. And eventually she was able to teach the concept to her younger brother. And because of that, she never forgot that, even after 20 years after her board exam, she is unable to forget that concept. So this is the technique, which is basically called as Feynman technique. And this is basically backed by research. So this technique was created by Nobel Award-winning physicist called Richard Feynman, and this is one of the remarkable techniques in memorizing and learning a new concept. Research on learning pyramid has told us that the students retain only 10% of what they read, but they retain 90% of what they teach. So here is how we can action it. Right? So what we can do is, if you're finding any concept difficult to learn, or if you think that particular concepts are more important and you want to retain them for longer duration in your mind, and you should be able to apply them very easily, then what you can do is try to teach it to a real 10-year-old or an imaginary one. Create some notes, create some variants of those, right? Create some acronyms, create some ways you can actually associate the concept while teaching it. So if you're able to teach the concept, then you will be able to retain 90% of it for sure, right? That's what the research says. Here at Arthapurna Club, what we do is we power habits that make your life more meaningful.